Hello, people from IC Group Education. My name is Amber. I'm from Nassau English School, London, and today I have a brand new English class just for you. So, what I do every week, I have been producing 2 English lessons for you guys. These are focusing on problems for Brazilian students and Portuguese speakers. So these are made just with you guys in mind. Sometimes different nationalities have different problems, and we are looking at problems that Portuguese speakers have. So today's class is again on a very important topic that Portuguese speakers, Brazilian students seem to always get confused. But don't worry, I'm here today to fix that problem. Like always, during my class, if you have any questions or any comments, I love to see them. So please send it to me and I'll do my best to answer any questions especially. Okay, before I start the class, I just have some exciting news for me more than anything. In the UK, we are having a heat wave at the moment. So if you guys don't know what that means, a heat wave means we're having really good hot weather. So I am really hot today, but I am ready to teach you some English today. So let's start the class, and it's lovely to have you all here with me today. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen and then hopefully you can see everything that I have. So today's class is going to be on the difference between for and since. For and since. Okay, and we use these, we use for and since to talk about the time and how long something has been happening. For example, I could say, how long have you been studying English? How long have you been watching my my Instagram classes? Okay, the answer either needs for or since. And we're going to look at how to use this correctly. Okay, this is something that Portuguese speakers have a problem with, and they get very confused and they mix these 2 rules or the 2 reasons for them. So we're going to have a look at it now for you guys. Okay, first we're going to look at for. Okay, so we use for when we are talking about a period of time. Examples are 5 minutes, 3 hours, 4 days, a week, 3 months, I can't see my screen, and 2 years, I think it says. I can't see it. So these are your periods of times: minutes, hours, days, months, years. And we would use for this. Okay, we also can use it for period times that are not exact or not clear. For example, like ages, we could say for ages. Let's have a look at some examples. So we have, I've been studying English for 3 years. I've been studying English for 3 years. And example 2, I've been waiting for 10 minutes. Okay, 4 plus years or 4 plus minutes. Have 2 more examples. They've been married for 10 years. They've been married for 10 years. And she has lived in London for a year. Okay, 2 more examples using for. Okay, so I have a diagram for you so you can understand when we're using this or what it means. So now it is 4 o'clock. UK time, and we have the example of 1 o'clock. So when we're using for or since, we are talking about this time in the middle where the arrow is, the duration of time. So I could say, I have been reading my book for 3 hours. I started reading at 1 o'clock, and I am still reading or finishing now 4 o'clock. So I've been reading for 3 hours, the duration of time that we have been doing an activity. Okay, so I have also some sentences in the negative form. So I haven't seen my friends for weeks. This maybe is you if you are in any form of lockdown at the moment. I haven't seen my friends for weeks, or I haven't been abroad on holiday for 2 years. If you don't know the word abroad, it just means to go to a different country, a foreign country. Okay, so I haven't been abroad on holiday for 2 years, or the same meaning, I haven't been to a different country or a foreign country on holiday for 2 years. Okay, and this is in the negative form. We also have some exceptions, so when you would maybe not use it. Okay, so we don't use for if we use the expression all. Okay, for example, all month or all day. The examples are, I've lived in London all my life, not for all my life or all for my life. You don't need to say it. The same is, they've been in the park all day, and I've wanted to eat chocolate all day. You don't need to say, I've wanted to eat chocolate for all day. You don't need to say it. We don't use both of them together. Okay, so that's exception number 1. And exception number 2 is looking at negative sentences. So we can use in instead of for in negative sentences. Okay, so you can choose either in or for, not both together. And the examples I have are, I haven't been to the cinema in weeks, I haven't been to the cinema in weeks, and they haven't had a holiday in 2 years. Notice here, it's only in, not to, in and of, and it's always a negative sentence. The final example is, it hasn't rained in days, I think. I can't see it. In 3 days, maybe it says. I can't see the bottom of my screen. Okay, so that is for you. So it's about a period of time, minutes, days, weeks, months, years, and expressions such as ages. Okay, let's have a look then at since. Okay, we're going to look at since next. Do you have any questions about for before I move on? Let me know. If not, I'm going to continue and we can come back to answer any questions. Okay, let's have a look at since. So we use since then to talk for the same reason about duration, but we use expressions to talk about the start of a time period. Okay, and the examples here are a time, so you could say at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. For days, since Monday, since Tuesday, since Wednesday. For months, since January, since February, since March. For years, since 2020, for example, since 2019. For dates, since the 12th of May, as an example. For special days or special occasions. So you could say since my holiday, since Christmas, since Easter, since graduation. So it's for special days or special occasions. You could say since my birthday party, for example. This is a special day. And also we have for actions. So you could say since I woke up, or since lunchtime. Okay, so also for actions. These are all of the reasons that we would use for or since. Okay. So let's have a look at some examples. Okay, so we have Max has been working here since July, a month July. Okay, the next example I have is I've been watching TV since 10 a.m. So a time. And we also have I've been saving money since I got promoted. This is a special day, so we can use since. Okay, a special day or an action, since I got promoted. Okay, what do I mean by promoted? It's if you move up in your job. Okay, maybe you were an assistant and now you are a manager, for example. So I've been saving money since I got promoted. I think I have some more examples for you. Josie has lived in Brazil since 2010. Since 2010. This is a year. I've lost my phone. I've been looking for it since breakfast. Okay, so this again is a time period, or if you want, like a special part of the day. And finally, I haven't been to the supermarket since Tuesday. These are all ways that we would use since. Okay, you need to learn these and try and practice as much as possible. Okay, this is the easiest way to get it correct. I've given you the rules, but it is up to you to practice and to get it in your head, however is best for you. Okay, so do you guys have any questions about how we use for and since? In a minute, I'm going to do a quiz, and this is going to check your understanding and also practice if you have understood the difference. But I'm just going to see if you guys have any questions. Send me a message if you do. If not, we will move on to the quiz. Okay. So the quiz then is for or since. It's very simple and it should be fun, but please play along with me. So what I want you to do is send me the answer or the word either for or since. I will give you a sentence and you need to use for or since. So let's have a look at the first one. I haven't been to a party for or since ages. Okay, what word is missing? For or since? Please send me the messages in now and we will see if you are correct. Do you think it's for or since? For or since? I haven't been to a party, blank, ages. For or since? This is question number 1. We'll move on to question number 2. Okay. Katie has been learning French for since 5 years. Katie has been learning French for since 5 years. Send me the answer if you think it is for or if you think it is since. We're going to have a look at the answers together in a minute. Okay, well done guys. I can see lots of you are getting the correct answer. Moving on to number 3. She met her husband 2 years ago. They've known each other for or since 2018. Okay, she met her husband 2 years ago. They've known each other for or since 2018. Okay, let me know what is the correct answer here. Okay, we're talking about 2018, the year. Do we use for or since when talking about the year? Okay, moving on. Jack has been working in a restaurant for or since he finished school. Jack has been working in a restaurant for or since he finished school. Okay, what is it? Tell me, is it for, is it since? What is the correct answer? Okay, send it through so I can see if you are following and if you are learning along with me. We just have one more and then we will go through the answers. Okay, this is the final one. I have felt sick for or since I had breakfast. I have felt sick for or since I had breakfast. Okay, this is the final one, guys. Is it for or is it since? Okay, let me know and then we're going to have a look at the answers and see if you guys are correct and if you have learned and can use the difference between for and since. I'm just going to give you 5 seconds and then we will have a look at the answers together. Okay, I can see quite a lot of you in the comments are getting these correct, which is fantastic. And we will have a look at the answers now together. So this was number 1. I haven't been to a party for ages. I haven't been to a party for ages. Well done if you got this correct. Yes, we use for because of the expression ages. Okay, say it with me. I haven't been to a party for ages. Okay, well done. Let's have a look at the next one. Okay, number 2. Katie has been learning French for 5 years. Katie has been learning French for 5 years. Okay, this is 4 because we are talking about years. Okay, remember when we're talking about days, weeks, months, or years, we use the expression for. Okay, say it with me. Practice your speaking. Katie has been learning French for 5 years. Katie has been learning French for 5 years. Okay, moving on. Number 3, I think. She met her husband 2 years ago. They've known each other since 2016. Okay, she met her husband 2 years ago. They've known each other since 2016. Okay, this is since we have the exact year. Okay, we know it's 2018, not the expression year, but the exact year, 2018, 2019. So we are using since. Okay, well, I don't know if you got this right. And we're going to just practice the pronunciation. So listen and repeat after me. She met her husband 2 years ago. They've known each other since 2018. Okay, since 2018. Let's move on to the next one then. Jack has been working in a restaurant since he finished school. Jack has been working in a restaurant since he finished school. Well done, guys, if you got this one correct. Of course, the correct answer is since. Okay, we can say that this is a special occasion when you finish school. So we would use since. Okay, it's a special time in someone's life. Okay, and I think then the last one is this one. I have felt sick since I had breakfast. I have felt sick since I had breakfast. Okay, breakfast is a special part of the day, so we would use since. Okay, again, say it with me. I have felt sick since I had breakfast. I think this sentence is probably a great sentence to practice if you are interested in the British accent, my accent. We would pronounce this very differently maybe to Americans because we have the lots of T's and the K's, which maybe Americans don't pronounce as much. Okay, so repeat with me. I have felt sick since I had breakfast. Okay, and I think that is all of my questions in my quiz. So well done, guys, if you got those correct, and for following me today and taking the time to learn English whilst you are at home or at work or just taking the time to learn. So what did I want to say? Yes, so for homework, what I would like you to do, I'm going to finish this video and I'm going to upload it onto the IGTV. For homework, I would like you to give me a comment, 2 sentences using for and since. Okay, maybe it's how long you have been studying English. Let me know 2 sentences with for and since, and I will go through all of the comments and tell you if you are correct and using these expressions correctly. Okay, so that's your homework for today. 1 comment with 2 sentences using for and since. Maybe how long you have been studying English. Maybe how long you have been watching these videos for. It's up to you. And remember, when this is posted, save it so that you can find this information again and you can practice at home. Okay, as always, if you have any questions, please let me know and I will answer those as well. Thank you very much, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.